living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the 5-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, these Colts, a trendy pick to get to the Super Bowl prior to the season, and they lived up to the hype and then some, and now they shoot for their second win as residents of Indianapolis and their third Super Bowl title overall.
Yeah, and conjuring up images of 2007. With one guy named, what was it again?
Peyton
Manning at quarterback when they beat the Bears. Remember, that was played in the rain, and that was also played where?
Miami.
Right here where we are now. And then the Baltimore Colts, they won Super Bowl V over the Dallas Cowboys. Do you remember who kicked the winning field goal in that one?
Ooh,
Come on.
No.
One Jim O'Brien.
Oh, Jimmy boy.
Knocks down the winning field goal, and the Colts win that one over the Cowboys. So this Colts team seeking another Super Bowl title.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Eason. He's got Burton here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. 55, come on. Come on, night. Go. 55. Let's go, defense. Let's get out there.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Back to throw. Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, you got 3. You're going to 53. Slam. Hey, kill.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's got his man Hilton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
From the gun, Eason. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing on first down. Eason. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Number 16's coming. 47. 3
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Sliding. Kill. You're not ready. Sponge. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Sliding. 44.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 39 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
22-jet bomber. Hey! Smooth! Check! 53, check down!
2nd and 6. Campbell making the catch. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
132 fighter.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Burton. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play that time for the Colts. 44 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Yeah.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Dancing to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain. Seven.
At the 26, a 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Check, check. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Let's get it. Here we go. 180. 44. Come on. Go. Get out there. Here we go. We're going to 53. 44. Mike. 44.
Prescott to throw it. Being chased out left. Gonna take a shot for Gallup into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Well, they'll start on the ground with Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more coming from.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Check. 53. Check.
On 3rd down, Eason. Complete to Hilton. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Alpha. Hey. You gotta get moving, man. Man moving. You gotta get that.
Looking to throw. Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, They had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw on third down, Eason. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Throwing right, and that's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Go set. 90 Wolf. 53. Mike. Hey, Zoo. Go. It's just me and you. Check. 50 down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 6 guys. Gun. 44's the mic. Hey, I'm coming.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check the backer. Here we go, 47. 44's Mike. Here we go, go to 54. Line 26.
From the 44, Prescott. Flush to his right. Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Trying to run forward with Pollard, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Prescott. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Hey, Delta. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Ready, ready.
On 1st and 10, Eason. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Colts' 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Then we're going to 53. He'll go 46, 46. 46.
Throwing, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A good pick up there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On first down, Eason. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, 47 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Colts 41, Cowboys 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. On
2nd down, it's Pollard. to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Check, check. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy. Gun. He's coming. Go to 54,
Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
You go tight. Then we're going to 53. You got 26.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
We're going to 54.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Prescott. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Hilton. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And some space here. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Cowboys claw one back.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's it, buddy. We got one. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Back to throw. Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10.
Go. Smooth. 50. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
3rd and 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down now, Pollard. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner.